Hello everyone, today is December 12th, 2019. I'm making orange juice jelly today. I got the recipe from Heather at the Needy Homesteader channel. The only difference is I'm using juice instead of, full juice instead of frozen and water. Back there are my lids warming, as well as my rings, because when you have hot jars, hot liquid, hot everything, you don't want it using ice cold anything on a cold hot jar. So in my canner on my other burner, I have sterilized my jars. I'm going to add the water now, sugar now, because it's been going for a while here. You have to bring this up to a boil. This is orange juice, 4 cups of orange juice and a box of pectin. When you add your pectin, you need to sprinkle it on and stir it and sprinkle it on and stir it like that, because you don't want to just dump the whole box in. You'll get clumpiness. And I'm going to add 4.5 cups of sugar all at once. I'm using half Marina sugar. Well, actually 4 cups of Marina, 2 cups of Marina sugar, and 2.5 cups of refined sugar. Oops. And I'm messy. So you're going to stir it in. It's not very hard. It's just time consuming. I'm going to try to get that sugar that I swiped on the side of that out of there. Here's that. You want to stir though. You don't want to just leave it, which is kind of hard to do when you foolishly make a mess like I did. You want to bring this up to a hard boil, which means you can't stir it down. Sorry. Now when it's done, it'll probably get foamy on top, and I scoop the foam out, and especially if it's for gifts, I scoop the foam out and just put it in a jar and use it later just for myself, because you don't want a foamy mess, So I'll bring it back when this comes to a full rolling boil, because it does take time, and I want you to see what it looks like. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, you don't need a canner. You can use a big tall pot. It has to be tall, and put the rings in the bottom facing this way if you don't have something for the bottom, because you can't put the jars directly on the bottom. And as long as it's an inch, at least an inch over, as long as you can get an inch of water over the top of the jars, at least an inch. It's like between an inch and 2 inches, sorry. It's okay. You can use it to water bath can. You cannot water bath can low acid foods like vegetables or meat. They have got to be pressure canned. So, that being said, you will need a pressure canner to do that. So, when this comes up to a rolling boil, I'll show you what it looks like. And I will be right back. Oops. See it? Okay, I'm back with this boiling here. So this is just about there. See how you can't really boil it down? See what I mean about the foam? Now you can add butter if you want to. A little bit of butter. I think it's a teaspoon to, yeah, that's a full boil. See how it gets foamy like that? Okay, so if you don't want to scoop the foam off, you can use a teaspoon of butter. Now, give me a second. I'm not going to bore you with me scooping the foam. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I didn't do a good job at, I didn't do a good job at taking the foam out, because honestly, this is just for me. I'm not giving it away. So, and I really don't care. It just doesn't look nice. That's all. It doesn't look as pretty as if you take it all out or add the butter, and that kind of helps too. So you do need something to grab your jars with, because they are very, very hot. And you want to work quickly. In here, I have vinegar. Oops, sorry. I always take 2 jars out because it's easier to put my, I don't know if you can see this, my ladle in, my funnel in. So, let me do this way. I think it's a 1/4 inch headspace. So you're just going to pour your hot liquid in to your funnel, into your jar. Up to a 1/4 inch headspace, which is right about there, I believe. You want to debubble. Now, it's not going to be easy because it has started to gel, so you're going to get bubbles in it. That's a little too high. Oh, no, actually, that's good. So you're going to dip your paper towel into, ouch, your vinegar. Wipe the rim of your jar. I don't know if you can see that, because this is in the way. Wipe the rim of your jar. Try to get that bubble popped if you can. This comes in very handy to take your lids out of your hot water. Then you pop it back into your canner. And when you have them all done, you bring your canner back up to a boil. Ooh, hot. And you boil it for 10 minutes. Then you take your cover off and let it sit for 5 minutes. Then you take your jars out. And you have jelly. And I think I will bring you back when they come out so you can see how pretty they look. Be right back. I forgot to mention that, so I brought you back before they're done. I don't double dip my paper towels into the vinegar. I use a different one each time.